Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Young. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Titans at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll throw again. Young. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Arizona defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
18, go.
Throwing, Young. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Young now. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trucks over it. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw, it's Williams. That's swung out to Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air, Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now, there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
That is caught by Vele. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, Williams. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Dancing to his left. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's caught by OBJ. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Young will set to throw. We'll get that complete to Vele. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Young, he's going to change it up.
19 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirate, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Young takes it on the sneak. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19.
Young. And it's a Titans touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Here's Williams. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Puka Nacua. 32 yards. And the Cards will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Flush to his right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Let's go.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Williams now. A final shot before break. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. Raheem Mostert with career touchdown number 75. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Young to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
70 Lions. Let's go. 19 Lions.
Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. 20. 5. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go now. Go.
Off the play fake, Young. Rolling to his right. This to the tight end, Kincaid. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
Oh, a forced mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Going deep here for Bryant. That's caught at the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to...
Half the 60, half the 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Puka Nacua.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Cardinals 42, Titans 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Young. Being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
18 card.
They'll throw again. Young. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw, Young. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Christian. McCaffrey. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touch.